optimize a PDF. On your price of admission assignment, you're going to be shooting photos as you're out and about in your daily activities. You're in the grocery store, you see a package that has some really nice typography. You see a energy drink can that has nice typography. Take a second while you're doing that, pay attention to that type. That's what our price of admission assignment is all about, is for you to just not be oblivious to the wonderful typography all around you, but start noticing that type. So you're at the grocery store, you're at a restaurant, the menu has some great type. Take a picture of the menu. Just as you're going about, you're at a bus stop waiting for a bus and there's a sign on the bus stop, great type, take a picture of it. So you're noticing great typography. You're at downtown Disney, a lot of good type there. So you take pictures of it. And then as you take pictures, often your PDF is going to be a large file size. So the assignment tells you how to optimize your type, but I'm going to show you how to do that. So I've got a sample price of admission here. It's a 2-page document, price of admission from the web, price of admission from the wild. And that document is 64 megabytes. That's a lot. By the end of the semester, we'll have 30 pages of good typography plus your cover. And I've had 500, 600 megabyte documents. It's like, more than half of a gigabyte. It's going to take forever to upload that file. And then it's just cumbersome. PDFs, we like to be able to email to clients. So we need to make that file smaller. So I'm in Adobe Acrobat Pro, not Acrobat Reader. You can't do this in Reader. You can make PDFs in Acrobat Pro. Reader will only allow you to read PDFs. So I'm in Adobe Acrobat Pro. That's part of your Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. And I've got this document, and I know it's 64 megabytes, and that's too big. So I'm going to go to File in the pull-down menu, Save as Other, and then you would see on Save as Other, there's options, Reduce Size PDF, and that will work, but I don't recommend that one. It has mixed results and the type gets blurry on that one sometimes. So I'm recommending that you do File, so that's the Adobe Acrobat pull-down menu where it says File, Save as Other, and then pull down to Optimize PDF. That's what I'm asking you to do. And then you get this panel right here that says PDF Optimizer. Hopefully you can see this on the recording. But at the top right of that, it says Audit Space Usage. There's a little button. And when I click that on this one, I see that 98% of my 64 megabyte file size is in images. So I know images is making everything larger in this. Sometimes you'll have piece information or content streams, document overhead, things like that, that you'll need to check other boxes. If it's content streams or document overhead, you're going to have to check these other boxes, not just image, but transparency and discard objects, discard user data, clean up and check all the boxes in those. And that's going to make your files smaller. So depending on what program you make your PDF in, InDesign's famous for content stream, info, or actually Illustrator, vector art will give you content streams, and document, other images, document overhead, things like that InDesign will do. So we just want to make it smaller. In this image, we see the almost 100% of our file, 98% is images. So the images button here has to be checked. And if you just download res to 150 ppi, your images, and then click OK, and then I'm gonna tell my new file to, and you don't need to do this, but I'm gonna type OPT for optimized on mine just to be able to compare. I want to save my original document. You don't need to save your original. You'll just give me the optimized one. I don't want the other one. And once I optimize that, I find that my file is 600K. And so it's 1,000 times smaller. There's 1,000 kilobytes in a megabyte. So my original document was 64 megabytes, and I can see that my new document is 600 kilobytes. And so literally, it's 1,000 times, the original document was 1,000 times bigger. If my math's off, you can correct me. But 600K, that's a small file. It's half of a megabyte, easily emailed. And the nice thing is the image quality, your screen resolution is 72 ppi on a computer screen. So it's still going to look crisp and nice. And I didn't lose any quality. My type's all still crisp and sharp, but it's a much smaller file size. So always optimize your PDF before you submit them.